sprayed me heavily with all my things, so I had to wear the white cap today and not the yellow one. My eyes are more sensitive than before. This may be the last video I ever make. I might have to cut it short. My eyes are already blinking. I'm going to take a hit for humanity because what I'm talking about here is important. The wordplay in Labyrinth is key. They've also done something to this notebook to where just touching it fucks me up hard. We just shoot through the wordplay with Labyrinth. Labyrinth, min, o, tyr. Tyr is the fake. It's the idea of the Norse kind of guy, the fake hero, okay? They use men, they use drugs. Minos, tyr, Minotaur, right, in the Labyrinth. Minotaur was the big bull-headed beast. Minos is the father of homosexuality. His wife is Pasiphae. She slept with Poseidon, the white bull, okay, to make the Minotaur. Remember, Poseidon is this kind of ship, sailors, earthquakes, colonialist invasion, where Apollo is the science deity, one of the main evil deities in Western culture that authorized the trip. Not necessarily in the myths when you don't put it together, but certainly when you do. Apollo is one of the main antichrist kind of forms and ideas. Okay. Of course, the antichrist really is pan all. That's when you combine all the ideas together. Okay. It's a simple explanation. So deal with the devil. This was also key. For them to agree, this is interesting. You have to scramble the word, and you get gear E. Remember, E is the Sumerian word for temple, right? You're agreeing to the magic card temple. Sumerians were people who saw themselves as magicians, for lack of a better word, perhaps some sages, mages, they're bitches. Okay, so you agree to the mage. He's kind of like the Rock. He used to be a skinny nerd-looking guy. He used technology and drugs, perhaps, to get big. Okay, so you agree to their magic card bitch. Disagree is you diss their magic card bitch in terms of your actions, not just what you're saying when no one's looking, but you behave, you obey God. You say, no, you're not going to obey any one of their cultures that is allowed to exist. So you disagree, you diss the gear E, you diss the gear, the days and the gear E. You don't accept the days. You wake up, waking up, the king pointed up, right? Wake ha up. Okay, the spirit of God, right, up, the arrow pointed up. Think about a warrior with a spear, and is pointed up, okay, versus the guy who has a staff pointed into the ground. That's one way to look at it. And obviously this person would have to be thinking about the symbolism to do that, but that's really a point of reference for the idea. In some videos I have a staff, but obviously I'm pointed up, okay. What is this about, right? It's about the about, the alpha bout. Basically, ba, sick, lie. Basically, they're sick. Ba means soul. They have no soul, the sick soul, and they're lying, right? And also BA. They're trying to pretend that they're the alpha, and they're sick in the head. Because who else? Why would you lie about God unless you're sick in the head, right? This is why we're here in the first place, and so on and so forth. They can't think past their dicks. Okay, labyrinth. Okay, labor in T ant. Labor in T ant. Remember, T is the feminine suffix. LA bisexual, ruin T. LA goodbye, ruin T. So if you accept the labyrinth, right, your soul is ruined. Your ability to obey the alpha is ruined, and it's because of the T, the feminine suffix. Okay, so fix, see, say, so, sigh, fix. Right? It's kind of like fixing a cat. It's kind of like, you're fixated on the bitch shit. Low bore in T. Low bow. Ray and T. Tyr and Obi lay. Okay, don't have to fucking spell it. Look, low bow. Okay, Ray and T. Okay, bow and arrow, bitch, Apollo, pussy. There's a lot of fucking shit you can get from this. Okay, Tyr and Obi lay on some bitch shit. Okay, Tyr and Obi. Obi can mean king, heart, hut, and temple. It can also mean witchcraft for the bad guys. It can also mean, and that has to do with the OB. They're going to pretend that they're the reproductive cycle of the sun. Lie, bore. In T. L-A ba rain at. El Abba near. Okay? Abba means father. Okay? Lab or ball or bell. Y near T. Lab not raw. Low by rain. Okay? Let me just fucking show you this thing. It's fucking annoying. Okay? All this is wordplay. It has to do with the labyrinth. And what it basically is saying is that when you go in there, you accept the deal with the devil. It can all be chopped up to agree or disagree. Agree, okay? Gear E, scrambled, or disagree. You say, no, I don't accept the idea that the West is the chosen race because they have technology and they push and rape people and think that they're, I don't accept their manifest destiny bitch, which must be accompanied with their scientific bitch. They couldn't have come over here and taken over with swords and shields, excuse me, with bows and arrows and spears. They came with technology, everything from armor to guns, okay? So you disagree, and that includes your behavior. You can't say I disagree as a token minority or somebody in a token minority thug group or something, right? You're using guns, you're driving cars. Your culture is technology, and you want people to admire people based on technology and the technology they get when they sell drugs. So you agree to the mark of the beast, merchandise, Mercury, right? The token minority order, the Masons, the secret societies, the fraternities, the sororities, all those crazed people, okay? And all those people that sold out their ancestors more than everyone else in a very scientific and organized manner. You agree to their bitch-ass structure, or you obey God. Anything short of obeying God is disagreeing. If you say, well, I have my own natural culture, where did it come from? It came from a bunch of people in rebellion, and they're using anything they can to rebel against God. So even the ships that left, you know, or the animals and the packs on their backs can be a form of agreeing to the mark of the beast, right? You are not agreeing, okay, to the gear A, which is sparring, spirit. You're agreeing to a variation of the bitch, and the bitch at its highest level is Western technology that has allowed them to rule the world. The God of this world, the materialistic order. It's that simple. It's fucking stupid not to say that. It's insane. Okay. Even going to nature, right? Don't forget, even going to the nature with a bunch of hippies, a bunch of gender neutral liberal hippies or whatever, okay, and saying, I can feel the universe is E. That is Sumerian. They're magic car bitch. They did everything from making armor and weapons, right? Assyrians and so on and so forth, right? These guys became these guys partially, okay? To fucking pretending that they're connecting to God and not using sparring to define the spiritual order. And obviously it ends with me because of extreme betrayal and so on and so forth. No one can overrule me. You know, I'm the hero that has emerged. Everyone else was fucking sucking a goat dick. They can't then turn around and say, wait, I have a dream or whatever. You know, it's fucking stupid. We can go on and on about Ariadne, right? A-Ra, ad, no. Let me just show you this fucking shit, okay? Because the martial wordplay is more important, you know. There you go. You know, hopefully you saw it. You didn't. Just Ariadne, A-R-I-A-D-N-E. Okay. Theseus, Minotaur, Daedalus, 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 doll eyes. Goes back to money. Moon eye, Moon E. Okay, Star Wars, there's all kinds of stuff there. No time for it. Alicia Keys. Okay, this is kind of key. Damn it. Alicia Keys, all-I-C-I-A, Keys. A woman's worth. She says something about a real man knows a real woman when he sees her. Now stop right there. A real man knows a real woman when he sees her. This is superimposed, obviously. She's sucking a Western dick, right? She's Alicia Keys, right? All-I-C-I-A. Backwards, A-ice, lay. Right? She's like, look, I'm gonna lay any black guy or any white guy. You know, she's gonna choose a guy who sucks a Western dick. And that's what she did, right? Whoever her husband is, guaranteed sucks a Western dick. He used Western entertainment bitch. He used Freemason bitch, token minority bitch to fucking elevate himself and not the martial art order. She's evil. She's evil. She's evil. Okay. We can go on and on about fair maiden. She's not fair if she doesn't have bravery. She doesn't have moral courage. She's instead sucking the white Western dick. Okay, she's letting the white people redefine things. These are the people that came in and colonized, folks. I don't care what race they are. I don't care what color they are. When a group of people comes and colonizes and then leverages their skin color to push everyone around and get them to obey the devil, okay, that is not fair. That is unfair. So if you use the scale of based on your ability to be white is whether or not you're fair-skinned, you're evil. It's that simple. How could it not be the case? Okay? Especially when you go as far as to sabotage other groups of people and take advantage of them and keep them down and leverage your wealth over them, right? So whether it's the Jew ice, you know, juice, whether it is the white ice, it goes back to the price and sacrifice. The price you pay is your soul. It's a bunch of white-skinned people, with all due respect, saying, give up your soul, don't obey the martial art order, and serve us, and they lead you to the devil. And they built all these churches all over the world, which are devil churches. They don't obey the divine order. They insist that you obey their devil bitch. What don't you get? Okay. Proper lady versus a fair maiden. And proper goes back to the wordplay. This is key as well. I'm going to have to shoot through this. Okay. Proper, prepare. Pro-pair, rape peer, rape poor, rape pair, rape par, up to bar, rape pro, and pro-pair. Okay. So basically there's a proper way to rape people is what the West is saying. They don't have a strong moral point of reference. They just have their Western bitch. So they're like, look, we want to control the women who are attractive and we want to control the money. They're like, there's a proper way to do it. Think of a bunch of British fraternity Masons or something, saying, oh, yes, there's a proper way. Folks, guys, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, yeah, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy, acting like bitches, okay? There's a proper way to do things. Now, gentlemen, by all means, we are going to get the pussy. This is who they are. They're bitches. They're bitches. They are bitches, okay? And that's what they're right there in the wordplay. Proper, okay? Rape, pair. Pro-pair, rape peer, rape poor, right? Semen, enki, okay? Go back to the E and the N, meaning Lord, N, enki, okay? Lord of the key, of the gender-neutral energy, the gender-neutral bath. Man, I can go on and on about that. I've gone over this many times. Let's just get to the martial stuff. Okay. And what it means to be a whore. A whore prostitutes herself, okay, for money, for material things, to survive, right? Survival is not an excuse to sleep with scum. That's a prostitute. That doesn't exempt you from being a prostitute. That's what it means to be a prostitute. You think most of these prostitutes on the street are super rich? They're trying to support their drug habit and survive. It's connected to survival. So being addicted to something, including life, survival, not appreciating good men, and having bad judgment. Now let's show definitively that all Western women and basically every woman and every female in the world is prostituting herself, with all due respect. Now, if someone's prostituting themselves and trying to play it off as they're fucking insane, okay, is loving them not telling them that they're prostituting themselves, or is loving them saying, hey, you're prostituting yourself, okay? Let's start with little girls who come home dressed like sluts. Their mom said, you're dressed like a prostitute. Did her mom say, no, you're dressed just fine? She said, you're dressed like a prostitute. Why? Because since the sexual revolution, especially, not just since then, but especially since the 60s, with the sexual revolution, look up the sexual revolution, okay? Homosexuality, feminism, women saying we have sovereignty, showing their tits in public, making a big fuss, the sexual revolution. Free love, communism, the sexual revolution. Since the sexual revolution way back in the fucking 60s, well before I was born, okay, women were starting to dress like sluts, especially, more than ever, in the history of this nation, and their moms were saying, you look like a prostitute. Because the corporations, and there's many of them, there's hundreds of corporations, if not thousands, that have corporate partnerships, okay? Or pretty much there's thousands. I don't have a fucking number right here on my fucking desk. You say there's a lot of corporations. They have corporate partnerships, okay? And they basically wanted to control money, culture, sex, sexual behavior. That's what eugenics is. It's the control of reproduction, sexual behavior. That's what MK Ultra was about, controlling sexual behavior. LSD, DSL, dick sucking lips. Okay, and we can go on and on. L's D, right? Someone who's L in the head thinking with their dick, and so on and so forth, which is the only direction that exists outside the divine order. If you're not serving God, you're serving fertility, you're thinking with your dick. Osiris, a fertility deity. Enki, a fertility deity. We can go on and on, on and on. Fertility deities as far as the eye can fucking see. Okay? So, martial and martial and martial arts. We get from the wordplay. Okay, basically, I've proven they're all fucking prostitutes. Okay? You're a fucking dumbass if you don't see why. The corporate female with the high heels, she's a whore. Okay? The local fucking whore is a whore. The corporate female is a whore. The female who judges based on a culture that is derived from a gender-neutral, materialistic, Baphomet, rape cult, pedophile energy is whoring herself in so many ways I don't know how to begin. Every female outside of the divine order is a whore in so many ways, I don't know where to start. And it has to do with a lack of moral courage, moral toughness, moral will, moral precision, okay? And the smart thing to do, the right thing to do, how you love them is not to pretend what they're doing is right, it's to show them where they're wrong. I have removed the log from my eye. I am blameless. I was born with no log in my eye. I was born meant to be in charge because I have the superior mind, body, soul, and spirit. Okay? Did Jesus not teach, or did he teach? Because the idea is he's blameless. Now let's just wrap this up. Fuck it. Fuck it. I've taken all this abuse for this fucking bitch shit. Oh, I gotta make another video. It's fucking annoying. Okay, they're prostituting themselves. And right there in the first part of this PRO, anytime you see a pro, it's also wordplay for rope, ripe, and rape, which has to do with timing. Okay? Are they trying to are they trying to control the sexual behavior of a bunch of old women for the most part? No. They're trying to control it when you're ripe, when you can have kids, when you're sexy, and this has to do with perky, having curves and perky tits and all the things associated with being ripe, right? Apples, right? Is it a soggy old apple? Is it a apple flapping on? Or is it a perky apple? Think about it. Melons, watermelons. Okay, you get what the fuck I'm saying.